An old man tears off his own face in front of his daughter, only to reveal a burlap sack for a head. Iris immediately grabs the figure's neck, demanding to know what they've done to her father. The pain suddenly transfers to Iris herself. Realizing something, Iris quickly removes the figure's head covering, revealing a face identical to her own, leaving her stunned. Iris wakes up abruptly, discovering it was just a nightmare, but a rope around her neck is choking her. She rushes to the bathroom, trying to grab scissors, but they fall to the floor in her panic. Hearing the commotion, Katie comes to check and finds Iris struggling on the floor. She quickly cuts the rope with the scissors, saving Iris's life. That night, Iris enters the nightmare again, this time seeing her father. She wants to know what happened before his death. Her father has the strange figure summon her deceased mother. She learns that her father was terminally ill and didn't have much time left. He wanted to see his wife one last time before destroying the bar and the creature. The 2-minute time limit arrives, and he bids his wife a final farewell. His wife says that she remembers what happened last time he left. The curse came with him when he returned. She tells him to set her free to end it all, but the old man says he has a better plan. He pours gasoline around his wife and sets everything on fire. The woman panics, saying, "I'm your wife, you can't do this." The old man knows that his wife is already dead, and the figure before him is just the creature. He believes that by burning the creature, his daughter will be safe, and he can break the curse. Suddenly the lights shatter, and the old man lights a lighter. His wife touches his face, and he drops the lighter in fear. He hears his father's painful screams, as his wife stands unharmed in the flames. Iris realizes how her father died. The strange occurrences frighten Katie. She blocks the basement door with a gas canister, and tells the figure to leave. A photo on the wall falls to the ground, startling Katie. She picks up the photo and sees a figure in the background. She searches online, and discovers that the person in the photo was the first owner of the bar. When she closes her laptop, the person from the photo is standing right in front of her, scaring her. She grabs a stick for self-defense, but the person disappears. To uncover the truth, she decides to go to the old house, hoping to find a way to break the curse. When she arrives, she finds the house in ruins. She discovers many photos and newspapers on the wall, and quickly puts them in her bag. Meanwhile, Iris goes to the basement, calls out the creature, and gives it her father's old watch. She sets the alarm for 2 minutes, then removes the creature's head covering, and it transforms into her father. Her father looks confused, wondering why his daughter is there. He remembers burning the place down and not leaving a will, wanting to keep Iris out of it. Iris tells him that she's now the caretaker, earning thousands of dollars in just 2 minutes. After this job, she plans to sell the bar. But her father warns her that by signing the deed, she's trapped by the curse, and the only way to escape is to stop summoning the creature. Then, he starts to burn, begging Iris to stay away and apologizing to her and her mother. Iris puts on the head covering, terrified by her father's words. She tries to burn the deed, but it won't burn, realizing she can't escape the curse. When Katie returns, she can't find Iris, who is passed out drunk in the bathroom. Katie goes to the basement and finds the watch. Confused, she turns around to find the creature behind her. Startled, she drops the documents from her bag. Surprisingly, the creature doesn't attack, but tears off a piece of newspaper and throws it away. As Katie tries to escape, the creature stops her. When it removes the head covering, it reveals the face of the first owner from 400 years ago. The man asks why she resurrected her. Katie asks how to break the curse. He explains that 400 years ago, he and his brother found the woman in a cave. She had the power to summon the dead, and they tried to exploit her. When she refused, they labeled her a witch and burned her alive, but death couldn't hold her. She returned for revenge, spreading disease and plague. To stop her, the brothers performed a dark ritual, imprisoning her in the basement tomb. Centuries later, their descendants reopened the tomb, again trying to exploit her power. But the more she's summoned, the stronger she becomes, and she kills everyone, leaving only a caretaker to communicate with the outside world. Anyone who signs the deed inherits the curse. Katie is shocked and tells the man that Iris unknowingly signed the deed. The man is surprised, saying that if she is not the caretaker, he has to say sorry, and begins walking towards Katie. When Iris wakes up, she sees Katie's SOS call and rushes to the basement, but Katie is nowhere to be found. Suddenly, Katie's cries for help come from a dark hole. As Iris approaches the hole, she remembers her father's warning never to enter it. To save Katie, Iris bravely enters the hole. Following the sound, Iris finally finds Katie. As they try to leave, Iris sees Katie's corpse, realizing that the person behind her is the witch in disguise. Then, her father's voice echoes from the hole. When she turns around, the witch is gone, and a strange monster appears above. Iris runs out of the hole in terror. Luckily, Neil arrives and pulls Iris out of the basement, while the words on the steps stop the witch in her tracks. Iris feels guilty about Katie's death, blaming her own greed. She decides to seal the entrance and end everything. Neil gives Iris a sedative to calm her down. Late at night, Iris wakes up and realizes Neil drugged her. She sneaks into the basement and overhears Neil's negotiation with the creature. Neil says that the deed is now in his name, making him the creature's new master. But the creature shakes its head, and a howl is heard. The head covering is removed, revealing Neil's wife, who is furious. She remembers the night of the accident, realizing that she crashed her car because she was dizzy after arguing with Neil. She asks Neil why he drugged her, and Neil says he just wanted to calm his pregnant wife. Neil strokes her face, saying he still loves her, His wife is moved, but tells him that if he wants them to be together forever, he must kill Iris, the caretaker. Neil is conflicted, still having a shred of conscience. Then, his wife's face changes, and she tells Neil that Iris has heard their conversation. Sensing danger, Iris runs, but Neil catches her. Neil is completely brainwashed and attacks Iris. During the struggle, Iris gouges his eyes and punches him. She climbs onto the roof, but Neil follows and chokes her. At the last moment, she grabs a tile and hits Neil on the head. She runs downstairs, but Neil grabs her hands, and she falls to her death. Neil takes Iris's body back to the basement and gives her phone to the creature. After eating the phone, the creature transforms into Iris. Neil summoned Iris to change the deed to his name. But the creature thanks Neil, saying that with the caretaker dead, it is now free.